And we know what Jesus was when he was a what was his profession? Was he a doctor?
Carpenter.
He was a heavenly doctor, but what was Jesus' work?
Carpenter.
But that's his heaven. But when he was a man on earth,
Panday to si
he
Lord
was a
Jesus.
carpenter. Jesus
Panday to
was
siya.
a carpenter. Because we know Jesus is the foundation. Jesus is the foundation. But also the builder. Without us, without the carpenters, the workers, there's no building. Without Jesus, there's no building, heavenly building for us. And then once though I became, and Jesus came in, and it's like, oh, Jesus, please forgive me for my sins. I could feel right away, boom, the God coming in me. And so it's no longer me. I feel me in there because I'd rather go steal a chicken and have a dinner. I would rather. Hello and good evening. Early morning for those of you on the East Coast. Got a little late start today, but we're only 10 days-ish away from the grand opening of the nursery for the nonprofit dealing with and taking care of developmentally handicapped folks. Just really excited. But I had so many cool things. So I think I got a little late. Andrew was going to read us a proverb tonight, and I think I got it even later than expected. So I did change it. You guys saw that I changed my time. I figured out how to do it. I don't know how to do it again, but I put it on for 8 p.m. So I was close. I just wanted to, we can do the couple. I'm sorry. I have yesterday. Okay, I'm more out of it than normal. Yesterday, I got a coffee from a guy that was helping me out, and it's from this hardcore coffee or something. Oh my goodness, coffee usually puts me to sleep. Not last night. I think I probably went to bed pretty early. I think it was about 10, and then at about probably 12ish. I started waking up, and 2, I was wide awake, 2 a.m. So, needless to say, you guys know I need all my beauty sleep and my English language sleep. I know, Robin, right? Yeah, I think, yeah. But mainly, last week I stayed real late at the nursery trying to get it ready. Tonight I had to run to a hardware store that closed at 7, so I still got a little late. I don't know, it was a iced coffee, and I'm sure because it was the same one his I think he's about 20-something, 24, 25-year-old son always drinks. I said, sure, I'll take one of those. Wow. Oh, I knew it because I was putting this hanging system for pictures and whatever you want to do, and it's really neat. You'll be able to see it eventually. But I was up on a ladder, and I was just getting like sweats. Man, I was just so hot. I'm sweats, and it's like, oh, what it's coming down with. And then I started getting a little bit woozy, and it's like, oh my gosh. But I had to drink all the coffee. Can't waste a gift from somebody. But it was yeah, full, probably 16-ounce cup. But wow. And like he said, it's like, yeah, that's just because you're always drinking dark water. I just drink what anybody gives me or I make, and mine varies according to how much coffee I throw into it. But that was incredible. So I wanted a couple. Do I have a couple? Yeah. Praying mantis today. Oh, the different types. I've been looking at these shorts and YouTube shorts, and they were I'm getting all these different ones. So I looked up one today, which is came out and just had different types. So they're one of my favorite little guys, and on the video it says, yeah, they do bite. They'll bite off their the male's head and eat him. And one time one did bite me, man. It's like usually they're pretty docile. They're one of my favorites because we do have them here in Northern California, but just the green or tan or brown, well, I'm trying to throw in an accent, brown, and just awesome little creatures. And then, so you make sure I got everything, unlike a couple weeks ago when I really blew it. Hey, where are you going? I don't know. See, here we try it. Yeah, I didn't do it again. Wait a minute.
From praying mantises. It's a
over.
different story for
We'll
other
start
small
over, don't
creatures
worry.
in the animal kingdom. With some species growing as big as 6 inches,
Okay, here we go.
praying mantises usually stay on top of the insect food chain.
Okay, here we go. If I do the right
As the biggest carnivorous insect
start.
deadliest insects, the praying mantis could be one of the first things that come to mind, and with good reason. Although a human would have nothing to fear from praying mantises, it's a different story for other small creatures in the animal kingdom. With some species growing as big as 6 inches, praying mantises usually stay on top of the insect food chain. As the biggest carnivorous insect species, praying mantises have been observed hunting bigger animals like birds, lizards, and fish. Beyond their scary first impression, there's still a lot more to know about these unique insects. Here are the 30 facts about praying mantis. Watch on to find out. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more neat facts to discover the world one click at a time. Number 1. The praying mantis got its name from its front legs. As the scientific name suggests, the mantis religiosa has legs that bend and fold together in a prayer-like position. Once it spots prey, the mantis will either wait until it approaches or stalk it before grabbing it quickly with its front legs. Number 2. Praying mantises are the only insects with stereo vision. This means that a mantis can look at the same spot with both eyes, which lets it determine distances more accurately. Number 3. The praying mantis has a weak sense of hearing. While it has advanced eyesight, praying mantises can't hear like most insects do. Instead, a praying mantis can only sense vibrations through a membrane in its abdomen that can sense high-frequency noise.
I was gonna skip that. It's like, but what? It senses vibrations through the abdomen. Crazy tune. So I'm glad I didn't skip over that one. Let's keep going. Let's see.
Number 4. Mantises are more common in warmer regions. Praying mantises are found all over the world. but are most common in countries along tropical and subtropical latitudes. While tropical rainforests serve as home to most praying mantis species, they can also live in deserts, grasslands, and meadowlands. Number 5. Some praying mantises can fly. Most adult praying mantis species have wings, depending on the species. It's also more common for males to have wings than females. Number 6. Praying mantis bites are not poisonous. With no venomous species and their lack of interest in humans, you wouldn't have much to worry about if you encounter one in the wild. However, a mantis could still bite once provoked, which definitely won't be a pleasant experience for anyone. Number 7. Praying mantises come in different ways of camouflage.
Man, I've been bit one time by one because I just usually have picked them up year after year, and of course it had to be with my daughter around, and I grab it and the sucker bites me and I scream like a little girl, and so she just like cracked up, and it was a pretty big size. It didn't really hurt, but it was one of those kind of like getting pinched by an earwig or bit by a little lizard. It seems like it could get bad, but it's not. Just that feeling that, oop, this shouldn't be happening.
Some species have distinct body shapes that make them look like branches, flowers, or leaves. The most common praying mantis color is green, but it can range from different brown tones to camouflage its body with its environment. Number 8. Most cultures associate them with stillness. Before it catches prey, mantises would sit extremely still and wait for it to approach before grabbing it with deadly precision. Because of this behavior, many cultures have associated the praying mantis with patience, stillness, and awareness. Number 9. Praying mantises only live a maximum of a year. Praying mantis usually only lasts from spring to fall, but can live as long as 1 year in the right conditions. Number 10. The praying mantis life cycle has 3 stages. These stages are the egg, nymph, and adult. Praying mantis cocoons usually grow bigger during molting into the exoskeleton.
So it's interesting. I don't know what these people's beliefs are: evolution, creation, God, theism, whatever. But it was interesting. I heard a person talking about my shows, and he it was kind of made an off comment um, that Dan shows these nature things, and some are made by evolutionists. Well, anybody that's looked at these cool things that I show is that, unless you don't like bugs, but is that this is just evidence. This is just well, I don't know if it's raw data, but it's data. And the conclusion from it is where it's up to interpretation. And, so where we're told that, okay, so you're going from we would call it simpler because it's one-celled. It would have been the original life forms, and that through mutations worked on by natural selection, and then the cult not that's with the culture, the habitat, then they can change and adapt to their environments. But that doesn't neither the natural selection or anything else will demand, will guide, will direct the actual mutation. So, and it has to get into a genome, part of the genome that reproduces. So you have this who has egg, and then I think they said the pupa, and then, or the poop, whatever it is, no. And then the adult stage. So inside the egg had to be all those stages. And so to think that mutated from a theist position, and that's why I love all you guys, and Robin, I think we have good time together because I can respect you, honor you for believing where the evidence leads you. Because no matter what it is, and I course, from history, saw how religions, I won't pick on just Christianity, but we're in the West, have that. I mean, you have the Native Americans before, you have, Eastern religions. So religiously, you will have people try to control. But that doesn't stop at an atheist, because not individuals, but people want to control. And so no matter what the belief system is, or what your scientific, there's still a control aspect. And simply put, is that we should be able to agree agreeably, because I can see the atheist position. I can see, and that's what I love to do, even though I get accused of being mean or something. No, I'm just trying to figure out more the sociology. And when you do those, sometimes you have to poke a little bit to actually get us social creatures to actually say what we're thinking, say what we believe, instead of have a nice day, oh, the weather's nice, just the general topics of conversation. So it is again just funny that somebody said that I use evolutionary people that believe in evolution, their videos, which has nothing to do with the conclusion. It's just evidence or data that these things give us. None of these will be able to show the macroevolution, because and I understand it is, it's not concrete evidence. It is, but again, it is evidence, and I can just disagree with it. You can agree with it, but I think in society, just being in society, we should get along. And then, if we don't, that kind of gives evidence for the whole theistic type of thing, that there is good and evil, that it's there was design. There's no reason for a humanist not to just be nice. Although I've heard the argument, and again, this is why it's not 100%. You hear the argument, it's like, oh, well, that's just genetically throwing back to a more aggressive ancestor, so that some biological information got through the evolutionary tree. And so some, are said sometimes we can't help but do or be or think or feel, because we're just feeling what our ancestors, some I'm not gonna say mindless, they got minds, but somebody that doesn't have the reasoning power. Like if we went back to some more primitive ape-like, or some kind of precursor to to mankind according to evolution. So that's just, to me, is really fun, because as soon as anybody and I'm right, you're wrong, it's like, again, that is the good argument, that we really don't know. All I'm doing is taking evidence of these cool creatures, awesome creatures, and then I don't see how it can have come by chance. It looks designed. It feels designed. I just got a message. Is Andrew here? Nope, not Andrew here. Whoever messaged me. Okay, so let's keep going here. And where do we go? I don't know where we go. Oh, praying mantis. What number are we on? Let's say
The molting stage can repeat up to 10 times before reaching the adult stage, depending on the species. After the final molt, the wings on most species appear, while some remain wingless. Number 11. Mating can be deadly for male mantises. One of the most widespread facts about these insects is how females devour males while mating. However, it doesn't always happen. Female mantises would only eat her partner if she feels particularly hungry or agitated, brutally tearing his head off and eating the corpse. Number 12. Females lay hundreds of praying mantis eggs in a small case. After mating in the fall, female mantises would lay up to 400 mantis eggs encased in a foam substance called ootheca. Number 13. Praying mantis eggs hatch in 3 to 4 weeks for smaller species. On the other hand, eggs of larger species take 4 to 6 weeks to hatch. Number 14. Praying mantises often prey on birds. Although it's usually the other way around, these insects have a knack for hunting and preying on birds of over 24 different species. To bring down birds, mantises would bite its head, neck, or throat. More disturbingly, several cases show that the insect chewed a hole in the victim's head and extracted its brains. Number 15. A praying mantis has 5 eyes. Typically, praying mantises have 2 big compound eyes, and 3 smaller ones in the middle of its head. Mantises use their compound eyes to track movement and depth, while the 3 smaller eyes detect light. Number 16. The flower mantis.
Okay, there we go. I know I've heard biologists' explanation for the evolution of the eye, but as we know from the Cambrian layer, that the eyes were pretty well just thrown onto the evolutionary screen at the same time. And so, again, though, you have to go from something with nothing, then it would have mutated some kind of, probably the nerves first, I would think. It could have done, little light sensitive mechanism, but then it would be doing nothing. So then you'd have to have the nerves. I don't think evolutionists would imagine that the whole structure of light sensitive connected to nerves, connected to the neurons in the brain, happened all in one mutation. It's seems more likely, but that's not slow gradual like the theory seems to demand. And so you go though, and it's like then compound eyes, but now you've got 4 or 5 eyes, whatever it's saying. You are just compounding the complexity. And I know with Richard Dawkins, who had said that biology is the study of things that appear designed for a purpose. And the reason he said that, because appearance is the code word, or not code word, it's the word for it. It's the appearance, not actual fact. That it really didn't happen. It just appears that it was designed for a purpose. Because, and his explanation was that God is more complex. Science, we want to use the simplest explanation. And if we have God, we have to figure out who created God, and then who created the God, and who created the God. And that's as far as I'm going to go with my my exhausted brain. And so, but as you see that that's not complex, because God is not created. So all of a sudden, his whole argument why all this complexity is um, is more reasonably figured out as created, in my opinion. Mr. Claude Balls, welcome to the program.
Hello, Dan.
And I'm sorry I didn't get you unbanned in the comment section.
That's all right. My boyfriend Ivan, he made some comments which at least got me noticed. Yes.
What?
Yeah.
I'm
My
sorry.
boyfriend.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Ivan. And there's Big Bad Mama. Robin. Oh, it didn't help. You could have told me, Robin, and I wasn't in
But
this.
that's all right. Yeah, no problem.
You're you're here
Yeah.
now.
Yes, that's all that counts. And listen to you discussing the praying mantis, which is kind of proof that prayer doesn't work, because the praying mantis prays. Well, the male one does praise that the female's not going to kill him, but the female does. soon after mating. You know that? That's what happens. The praying mantis mates, and then
Right.
the female bites the head off the male and
Yeah, well,
kills
it
him.
said it said that's in the cases when she's really hungry or, she's
I
agitated.
don't know if she swallows it. I don't. She bites it off, but I don't know that she gets any nutrition. But she might. Yeah.
Yeah, and so, but when you look at it, I come on, Claude. If we
Well,
have a partner, we're not thinking about praying or staying alive. We're just thinking about that one little part of time. And
oh,
I don't know about you. You might be more of a thoughtful partner than I would be. So, Big Bad Mama has a couple of things, and I think, I don't know. This guy might, this video we're watching might say that they think, or that might have been another one I was listening to. So many um, interesting nature videos that they possibly came from a cockroach-like ancestor. Because the one I heard said they weren't close, but it could have been a cockroach, or there was two that they were um, two creatures, cockroach and something else
mm.
that it could have been an ancestry, but it's not a close ancestry from the
Well,
one
I
I
just
heard.
feel very sorry for the male that he gets his head bitten off, by the female after
Yeah, but
mating.
come on, Claude, he died happy.
Well,
And they only live for a year anyway, so he's gonna die whether she, whether
does he go to heaven? That's the question.
um that's one we'll have to take up with God, I would believe. Although I don't think they have souls.
Mm.
But then I've been told I don't have a soul either. So, and sometimes, I, I push just like you, Claude. We push the limit, and sometimes we act like we're soulless. But um,
Oh,
let's see here, Big Bad Mama. Um, can you read that? Oh, was identified. Oh, something. Oh, that must be a second one. Let me go back a little bit, and because that looks like a continuation. Okay, it's from the early Cretaceous, although the Jurassic taxon Lovek, and if it's anything related to Claude, it's Love Ek or Love Sea.
of
Probably Love
course, I'm
Sea.
French.
Yeah, yeah,
L'amour.
Love Sea. Um,
Mm.
and okay, so that was there, and then Love Sea was identified in 2024 from the. That's too small. Some plant formation. Oh, it's a. I've heard of that one. Let me get down there. Sorry, guys. From the Carabastau. Now that looks French. Is that French? They throw an AU on the end just for no reason, but to tongue tie people already have bad hard time in English.
Well,
Claude.
it must have all come from Babel.
Oh
That's God's fault, isn't it?
no, that was them. That was people. Man,
Oh.
you guys always blame God for stuff. That wasn't his
Well, if
fault.
he's
Now
going to
we
get the credit, he's also got to take the blame. Mm.
can. I don't know, Claude. I wouldn't blame. I'd take credit of your parents because you're very respectful. But if you did
Mm.
something bad, unless they forced you to do it, if you were eating little babies or something, I wouldn't blame that on your parents unless they were the ones that taught you how to cook it with the wine and all the sauce like that. Um,
Oh,
if it's
no, that's never occurred to me.
so I wouldn't blame your parents for that. I don't blame my
Yeah.
parents. I hope you can give my credit or give credit to my parents that sometimes I can be respectful, but when I'm being a jerk, because my parents weren't that way, so um, I think that's all on my shoulders when I'm a total jerk.
Mm. Oh. Did you see Billy put up another video about Kent the other day?
I did not. I heard you. I was on your show, and I would have come on in,
Yeah.
but I was so exhausted, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to go over and say hi. And Big Bad Mama, you know, I'm not scared to go on your show because I love chatting with you. But I was just I was
Well,
drained
it was
more than
just a short one anyway, so
it was, but it was good to go over and chat before I passed out. Um, so Big Bad Mom, another one. All righty.
Well, it's so sad that I mean, Big Bad Mama and all these other wicked atheists, they were all lined up waiting for Kent to turn up at the Ark protest, and he just kept on going there. Yeah.
I know. I just because that I will spar with you guys a lot, but um, you know, just before, or if I'm like this, I'm not going to spar with you now because I want a conversation. And unfortunately, there's been too many that just because Kent's he's he's known
Say
positively
it. Come on, say it,
positively
Dan. Say it. You can do it. You can do it.
known for his creationism debates,
he's known for
and
his, he's known for a lot more than that.
well, that's why the Proverbs Guys Ministry don't support everything that Kent Heaven or anybody,
Yeah.
because we're
Yeah.
all imperfect. But that's why here on the Proverbs Guys Ministry, we support him on his preaching of the gospel and his defense of the Bible.
Well,
So,
that's just about everything.
what?
It's everything. Mm.
Yes, because and I'm actually quite against divisions. I will divide over divisions. No, it's like even like I was talking here with Robin. I don't know if you were here already, but it's like, yeah, we all have the same evidence, and you know, I well, and we do. You and I, and Big Bad Mama here, we have I think a good time chatting, and I hope you guys have as much fun, and I know you do, Claude. Those times that we have sparred, and throw a jab here and there.
Oh,
Our
I love it. I just love it. I love jabbing. Jabbing.
I know you do, and so but some people can't take that, and I gotta but
Mm. Well, it's
I'm a
fine.
little sometimes I have to
I never cross the line. Well, only sometimes. And I certainly don't cross state lines. Mm.
well, just so you walk the line straight if you're
Yeah.
asked to. Um, but then you and I don't drink, so if we stumble around, it's not going to be because of alcohol or drugs.
No, no. I
With me,
walk the line.
I can stumble just by walking. Okay, so Robin, I would say,
Is
base.
it true? Like I've been hearing rumors that Kent is looking for someone to, as time marches on, to take over the ministry. And I heard your name mentioned as a possibility. It's that the board is considering Dan.
Well,
Any comment on that? Yeah.
that's funny because I don't even know who the board is, and I
Well, it was Brady Byron. Oh no, he's gone. Bill Sadi. Oh no, he died. Um, oh, what's that guy's Ernie? Oh no, he lost the money. Yeah, I don't know who the board is now. Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
yeah, no, I don't think so because and
I think you'd be good. I think you'd be the pick of
it,
all the different names I've heard. I think that you would do a lot for the cause. Yes.
I would just have to get and with AI coming, okay, there, I would totally accept if there's some kind of AI that would translate Dan talk so everybody can understand. I'd still do some Dan talk just so you had some videos to share,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
um, because it's funny because my second daughter is she follows her daddy except for she's beautiful, sweet, and but yeah, we have fun translating each other's talks. And actually, we don't have to translate. I can say something and she'll know exactly what I'm saying.
Well,
And,
after years of having to listen to it, yes, I suppose.
no,
Yes, she would
she
pick
just
up that
she just
skill.
knows. Yeah, yeah, no, because my older daughter, she doesn't. She actually has a working brain, and my youngest daughter, she's just very brilliant. She has a working some usually
What went wrong? What went wrong? How did they get this brilliance?
I don't know because my oldest, if you've seen some of the links I send to church, because my oldest daughter, actually all three of my daughters are great singers, but my oldest, she leads worship music, loves to get out and
Oh, are they not atheists then?
Uh, no, my youngest daughter is I would call her more agnostic. I know actually
Oh,
she's uncommittal,
yeah,
uncommitted.
non-committed. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, so I wouldn't
mm,
yeah, I wouldn't put her in. I wouldn't peg her in anything 'cause I haven't really,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. You
I
don't
don't
really
trust
know.
her. It's
Yeah,
like
fair
um
enough. Yeah.
yeah, and but just a sweetheart, very sensitive. She's the one that went to Berkeley uh because she really cares about people and so she went into psychology. But after just the 4 year, because you'd have to go to 6 or 8, whatever it is, to actually, do some clinical work, and I knew that wouldn't work because, she's very sensitive and
Did she
everything.
have to get your written approval for to use you as a case study or not? Did she just
You know,
know?
I was hoping, but I don't think so. I think I think they
Mm.
would've welcomed me into to the whole class, um, because,
Yeah, that would have been quite good. I suspect that you're in there in the notes, but you're referred to as something else. Not Dan. It would they'll give you a name so that nobody will know it's you.
yeah,
So
don't they say, like, clinical patient number 702 or something and give you a number? Um,
yeah, or they could reverse the name of your Izop Nad. Yeah.
yeah, no, that would be good, but
Yeah.
I kind of
Izop
figured
Nad, and then it would only a brilliant mind like mine could work out that it was you.
Maud is trying no, Maud, that's for your show. She
What's she doing? I can't read the comments because I'm on my phone.
oh, okay, I'll do it just for you, Claude.
Yeah.
She says she said, "I hope Brianna is a praying mantis." Now, I don't know if that's to chew off my head, but that would have to do with mating things, so that would have to be an Aiden thing. Okay, Maud, because
Possibly, yeah, yeah,
she's
yeah.
trying to stir up drama here. I did you hear the drama I stirred up on the other on Maud's show?
No.
Yes.
Oh, a few days ago, a while ago,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So
Yes.
I'm having a blast. And Maud's show is getting boring because it just was. And Maud likes because she's trying to be a respected show host, and she can't do all the drama herself. So I helped her out. I tried to
I
do my
think she
part.
likes a bit of drama between you and me, just as I do. I don't want to be otherwise it's boring. That's why I don't go on these shows where they're just talking endless doctrine and arguing over the head of a pin and whether you're Orthodox or Catholic. I mean, it just drives me crazy listening to this. It goes on and on and on.
I know.
No, I want to get stuck in. Yeah.
I had fun because I was the nursery's 3 acres, and so I'm driving around the nursery, and so I'm listening to the show and texting, and so I did say it's like, okay, I am. It might not make sense because I'm driving right now, and nobody took a bite on that one. They usually, it's like especially missing Maud, and is a good thing. Dan, you shouldn't because I don't. And that happened to that one that my wife was driving and I'm texting, and they said, "Oh, you're texting and driving. You're going to kill somebody. That's against the law," and all that rubbish. But I was driving around the nursery property texting onto the show, but nobody bid. It was no fun. I wanted
Oh,
somebody to call me out for driving and texting. It's like part of one of the times I was actually on the tractor, so it was fun.
I don't know. What's gone wrong with society nowadays?
I know they can't they don't fall into my trolling traps all the time, and that's just wrong. Maud, are you going to get in here,
Um,
or are you
do
are you
your best.
driving?
I do, I'm quite serious, Dan. I do want to see if you can get
Uh-oh, did I do something, Claude? You, Claude?
what's happened. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can. Back up. You said Dan, if
Hello.
you could. Hello, Claude. Do
Yeah.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Now I can hear you. Yeah, you started to
Can you
say
hear me
Dan.
now? Yeah. Yeah.
I can hear you now. You started
Yeah.
saying Dan.
Can you get?
Oh,
Yeah. Can you get an interview with Sandra and Kent on the show at the same time?
um,
And you could act as like a counselor,
um,
and I would be willing to come on and help. I'm sure I'm sure it would go down quite well.
well, that's
And it would
above.
get Proverbs guys hundreds and thousands of views.
That is above beyond my pay grade.
But
Um,
you're the president, so you can do it. That it would be great. Joseph can do the tech, and what could possibly go wrong?
I would actually love to see what how Sandra's doing. Every time I only talked to her maybe 2 or 3 times. One time it was really sweet because my son, when he was there, and it was like I think 2019, it was before COVID, and he got petrified on the what is it, the adult.
Petrified wood. Yeah.
um oh, he would have loved that, but he was on the tour, and Kent gave us the adult tour, and Philip was very timid little guy. So he was
Mhm.
petrified to death, but he never got his certificate. So I had called Sandra, and she sent a certificate. So it said, Philip.
Oh, it's lovely. Yes, she's very
Yeah, and
caring.
then I've
Yeah.
talked to her a couple other times. And hey, here's my friend Jason. Jason,
She could have
hey,
mounted that certificate up on the walls. Yeah.
I think it was
Right
Jason.
next to Kent's
Well, I
doctorate.
was
Yeah.
hoping I can talk to you guys, but it seems I have still another problem with my audio.
You're coming through fine right now. Do you hear me?
I just want to wish you well, Dan. I love you, brother. Have a good podcast. God bless.
All
Good
righty.
night.
Good night. God bless you. Get a laptop. Our poor
What a
sister.
lap dance? What's a lap dance? Hello.
Um, well, in the context, do you know what? It's so funny. We have a guy at the nursery, and he uses a couple of just the moving um, pallets. He's got them propped up as his little chair. So
Mm,
that's kind of in the configuration of a laptop, and he actually sits on it, which is kind of like, I guess, a lap. But
yeah.
yeah. So
I'm a bit innocent when it
now,
comes
but
to
how do
these
you
kind of
get
things.
on now? You're on your cell phone, you said,
Yeah.
but you probably have maybe a different one. I don't know if he has the. Do you have the iPhone or?
Yeah, iPhone.
Okay, maybe that's it. Because poor Jason has a hard time getting on the
Yeah, in fact,
show.
sometimes I go on my laptop. In that case, you've got to make sure you mute the show before you get accepted. So let's say you're watching YouTube, listening to your show, you turn the volume to nothing, and then you click the link. Otherwise, if you've got the volume going on your YouTube show, and then you click the link, that's where you get the feedback. Yeah.
Like
So
this.
yeah, that's the way around it. Mm. Or you wear headphones.
Yeah, yes, no, that's one thing I finally learned. I don't know how many times I missed that, and sometimes I just forget to, because I like to have the um the YouTube open because I can see the chat better.
Yeah.
And but when I was doing the video of the little praying mantis guy. I neglected
Hmm.
my friends. See what Robin
I
has,
wonder if in Buddhist countries they call it a praying mantis or a chanting mantis, you know,
or
because
a
they tend not to pray, you
hmm,
know, where they chant to the Buddha,
or what
you
is it
know.
when they just stay still? Um,
They don't do any, just a mantis.
yeah, they just
Yeah.
like stand still and have their thought
Mm,
prayers.
mm.
And that's actually what they somebody said. I don't know if it was this one that cultures will have it signify as a calming or just a still presence. And Robin says,
Mm.
"I told." Uh, I know. I'll read it over here because when it's up on the screen there, I'm having trouble. Okay, try to get. Now it's not moving. Sorry, Robin. Yeah, this thing is very okay. I told Les Law that he lost when he called you the name, but you actually felt bad and being mean to him. I told them you had a heart of gold and they should not attack you. Robin, you're a sweetheart. She's trying, she's trying to love me into atheism. And I don't know if anybody could do it, Robin, that'd be you. So thank you. No, and a lot of that I hope, like, because you see big bad mamas here. Unfortunately, Aiden, last few times he just comes in and curses. And so,
Oh no.
yeah, and it's like,
Oh.
that's why when I was trying to get him, it's like I had forgotten, even at the time. Oh, it was so funny. I went back over one and the show, and Aiden came in, and I didn't understand. Nobody, all Steven heard him, but everybody else didn't hear him. And I was like, and he took himself off the show. He just came in, used the F bomb. You guys are a bunch of and left. And so I was going, no, come on, I didn't hear you. Come on back in. And Steven was like, no, he just came in, did that. He can't come back in. So that's poor Aiden's problem. And so I couldn't argue that, even as president, that's one of our rules. And somebody just any kind of bombing, no, just go away. And one day, if Aiden, because I love sparring with him, he is so smart. And like I don't know about you, Claude, but if I play a sport back when I could, I would try to play with like one guy basketball, and I'm a horrible basketball. You guys have probably seen me. I'm more of the shape of a basketball. And there was a guy that played semi-pro, actually pro in Europe, and he was fun to play against because I was no close, but I was better than my normal horrible, and he wasn't really trying, of course, because um, it was just fun game. But yeah, and that's why I love talking to you and Big Bad Mom and Robin and all the rest is because you guys you bring the A game to the table. Um,
Well, you know,
and
quality, you know.
I don't know about quality, but smart.
Very, very smart, you know.
And so, and then that's
We
why I loved
we
listening.
weren't raised on Kent Haven videos, you know. We went to school.
And so
We
did I.
learnt to,
That's why I
yeah.
am up at your guys' par because I went to public school in
That's
California.
good. That's a good start. Yes.
Yeah, well, go poor California because I think we're like, spend most money and then we're like at, I think there's what? I think we're at like 87 spot of states for academics, and so yeah, poor
Yeah.
California. And then United
Ah,
States, we
damn.
spend a lot of money, and then even France is higher in standards, aren't they, than United States?
Easy. United States has gone backwards.
Oh, it's been backwards. And now the pendulum's going the other way, and it's like, come on, can't we just educate kids on what they need in life and not care about their feelings, not care, I mean, care about their feelings, but they're going to have better feelings if they are good
Yep.
in the
Just,
world.
I'm just letting someone. I'm on holiday. I'm letting someone in to clean my room. So just bear in mind there'll be a little bit of noise. Hold on a second.
Oh, and while you're doing that, I want to tell you off, Claude.
Yeah, that's right. Now I'm okay again. Now you're just cleaning the room. I'm going to just sit outside to give her a chance. Yeah. Yes, I'm on holiday. Hmm.
Again?
Yeah.
Man, that's the life. Where are you still in Asia, or because last time
Yes.
holiday? Okay, because last
Yes.
time you hit Greece and Spain, and
Um. Yeah. No, this
I
time
don't
I'm
know about
just in
last time.
Asia.
Last time I heard.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's all good, you know. But yeah, they come and clean the room, you know, fix everything up for you. It's like being waited on hand and foot. Yeah. So,
That's just what I do with my wife. I just, all right. Anybody that
yeah.
knows.
Well, you'd have to do everything you're told, wouldn't you? She would boss you around. Is that right?
Oh, she does that. Come on, that's what women do. That's what we
Hmm.
like. We like, the strong woman that bosses us around, right, Claude?
Well, yeah. You know, I had my eyes on missing Maud, but it was never going to work out because it
She's
turned out that the dungeon, well, it wasn't really a dungeon at all. Like a paddling pool and a playpen. Yeah, I was very disappointed. Very
Oh, that is
disappointed.
too and she was probably too compliant. You need a
And
strong
very compliant. Yes.
you need a strong woman. I know that. You and me.
Just. Okay. Sorry, she just asked me if they want me to change the bed, and I say no, no. Only slept in it one night. Yeah.
Well, that gets rid of some of the bed bugs, though.
Yes. Well. Yeah. I don't think there were too many in there. So yeah.
It is funny, because I used to be a valet at Bohemian Grove, and one guy would always bring his sleeping bag because he goes, he must have been in too many hotels, and I've seen those. I don't know if you've seen those ones, even high end hotels, and you put the light to the bed, and the guy's
Mm.
teaching you how to check for bed bugs.
You were at Bohemian Grove. Yeah.
I was.
Did you meet Jones Chris?
N- I not that I know of.
Because he was there, remember, according to
Oh, and that
Kent.
that's
Yeah.
why they whatever they did with him, they falsely accused him because he had such
Mm.
that's when I knew that he was not a credible witness because the Bohemian Grove has what like 2 or 3 thousand rich people members, and then there's more hired help, and we're from North Bay, San Francisco Bay Area, so a lot of them are from San Francisco, the employees. And here in Sonoma County, it's the biggest employer of part-time summer help. And
Yeah.
here we voted 3 out of 4 for Clinton, and about the same in every election since. And so it's like, no, 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 no. If somebody if they do something, they don't do it up here because there's so many ears. You got so many people. My dad, who worked there for 30, 40 years, he was a staunch Democrat. It's like, come on, guys, make a better story. Him and who was the other guy? The other Jones, Alex, which I never liked him anyway. He reminded me too much of Trump's,
Trump? Yeah.
just that New York, in your face, and it's like, get out of my face. I'm a Californian
So
guy.
are you pretty disappointed with Trump over his Epstein things, you know? Like he was,
Um,
Epstein had done all these terrible things and there was a list. And now suddenly, no, Epstein hasn't done anything at all and there's no list. It's very major contradiction. It's like the Bible. Yeah.
yeah. Um, see how I let those things like slip by because they're
Were
like,
you were you
those are
disappointed
those are
then that he
those are
suddenly
pitches in
saying this?
those are pitches in the dirt, so I let those go. Hi, Jason.
Oh,
Um, Let me answer that question. Actually, um, I don't care, and I'll get misinterpreted on this one too. I don't care about some list unless it leads to the creeps that did the crimes to be tried and put in prison. Unfortunately, like anything with the powerful, with the rich and powerful, it's like, I mean, who was it? It was the Prince of England or whoever he was that, was known to be hanging
One of the
out.
princes, Andrew, was meant to have been there. Well, he was there, yeah.
Yeah, and so they kind of like, put him in the corner, but nothing ever happened, of course. And so I I was pretty well um I expected it because that's been in the hands of people like the Comeys, like the Biden administration people. And so I
No, no, no,
believe,
no, but yeah, but Trump said that it did exist, and when he was going to release it, and now he says it doesn't exist. So, why is he suddenly did he find his name on there or something? Is that a possibility?
well, no, because we
Well,
knew we know if his name was on it, it would have
yeah.
been brought out because they tried everything else. No, I just believe that somebody told them, "Yeah, we got the list. Oh, we're gonna bring it out," and then it's like, "Where's the list?" It's like, I don't know, because it's like everything else. Kennedy's assassination after 50 years, the government they just lowball it. Hey, Lupin, how you doing? And
So
and so I don't expect, and especially with my worldview, my king, my president is Jesus Christ, not of this kingdom, not of this world. I mean, and so I expect Trump is not what a lot of my Christian friends believe, and they have a right to believe that. I mean, Obama, he was the savior for those folks, and now Trump and
Christ is
Biden.
king over everything, man. But
What's
hey, Christ is king over everything. But we do live in reality.
that?
Well,
Exactly.
I'm just going by what Trump said, and what he's saying now seems to have totally gone back on what he was going to do. I mean, people were looking forward to hearing the exposing of these
How is
terrible people, and then suddenly, oh no, nothing to see here, and we're meant to believe it.
how
So
is Trump
very.
affecting you? How is he affecting you?
That's not the question, you dumbass.
What?
You know,
Now,
how's he
God,
affecting me? He's not affecting me at all. You're the you answer the question. How can he have ran for office saying he was going to do this, and now he says, "Oh no, no, there's nothing to do."
He's in
Don't
office
say
right
how
now,
is he
and he's in
affecting
office.
you.
He's doing
Answer the
his
question.
job.
well, to me, that question is just like, okay, every politician gives you a list of things, and so out of that list of things, Trump has given us most of the things we elected him for. This is disappointing to me, just in that, yeah, the corruption of
We're doing fine.
government
We're doing
and
fine,
governments.
man. We're doing fine. We're doing fine. I don't know what he's talking about.
Well, it's like any
Oh, you're
sport.
such a dumbass. You can't understand the difference between someone saying they're going to do it
At
and then
least,
they
I at
don't do it.
least
They do a
came up. I
complete
at least
about
came up and
opposite.
came up
And
and
then
told
all you
myself,
can say is, how is he affecting you? You've got no
man,
ability at all to comprehend anything.
I'm in my spaceship, dude. All right, you whatever it is. All right, if you want to
Yeah,
just
bugger off then.
we could change the subject, or we keep on talking.
Lupin,
Well,
what are you up
why don't
to?
you answer the question?
Well, I think he was kind of saying, like, Lupin, it doesn't really affect you. I mean, that's what
Well, that's
um,
no
Nobody
answer to
knows.
a
Nobody
logical
knows.
proposition.
Nobody knows you. I don't care. I don't want to. I don't. I would rather just
Well, I
change the
don't care
subject.
about you either, but you're
I didn't
rather
say that.
stupid.
I didn't say that.
yeah. So, I mean, I can answer that because, it's just a list of things, and so whatever other, even, and not just saying Republican, Democrat, da da da. Whether it was Bush, whether it was way back whenever, the Democrats, the Republicans, they always give a list of stuff they promise they're going to do, and they do one or two things. So to me, it's a list of stuff, and so it's just one of those things that
Oh, so you're letting him off the hook. It's a
no,
major.
no, it's just
No.
I am.
What are you? What are you? What are you looking at? What's the video you have pulled up? Can you max it?
Oh, Let's finish that, and then we'll have fun. It's the praying mantis that shows design.
Sweet.
Shows
All right,
evolution, and
cool.
it was made by
Okay, well
evolutionists,
let's watch
not
the
by
video.
design
Let's watch the
people.
video, man.
And then
You go and watch your own video.
what we need to do is just see how that. So science would, if it's evolution, you'd have to say how all these mutations happened. How and then so my thing is, and even if it's and Claude, if it's doesn't matter who made it, this is just evidence. They're not showing anything that proves that it came from other a macro evolution thing. It just shows what the modern day insect is.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
mantis
well,
has a body
enjoy
that
it.
mimics
And I was
orchids.
enjoying the show. I enjoyed
This unique
talking
praying
with you,
mantis
Dan. It was really good until
Maximize,
Luke Doofus came on.
maximize
Okay,
the
we'll
screen.
see you then.
Later, dude.
well,
Bye.
thanks for
God bless you.
stopping by.
sports with coloration
God
that is
bless
an
you. Take
excellent
care, man.
example of aggressive mimicry that lures prey. For example, the brilliant coloring and camouflage structure of the orchid mantis mimics
Okay, so
Can
and
you maximize the screen?
oh, didn't I do that?
No.
Yes, I did. No, I didn't. Oh, I'm I'm in the wrong one. So I maximized the
Video.
yeah thing. I need a tech guy here. Good seeing you. So this mimics. Okay, I was trying to get that off. This mimics an orchid flower. So how does chance mutations in an insect enable it? And they go, oh well, that mutation made it so it had a niche.
What created the insect?
No, let's just stay here with this one. What made a normal praying mantis turn into an orchid? Check this out. And so there's where your evidence saying, well, evolution did it. You got to tell me the mutations, how those mutations. Because look at and you'll see this, Lupin, and you'll agree with me, is that this sucker looks like an orchid flower. And so
Let's see. Let's check it out.
yep, here we go. Where are we? Sorry, my. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got the. Oh, come on, get out of there. There we go.
mimics parts of the orchid flower. Number 17. The Chinese mantis has a distinct brown slender body.
Oh, let's get back to that one.
This species
Because I talked through it.
mimics parts of the brilliant coloring and camouflage structure of aggressive mimicry that lures prey. For
Okay,
example, the brilliant coloring and camouflage structure of
You want to talk about how that evolved?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a good topic. I don't know if I'm going to discuss it right now, but that's an amazing point.
Yeah, and so you got to figure how you would think, just because we have them in the fossil record, that just the normal praying mantis was around, but then you'd have to say, okay, the mutation here had to
They adapted to their environment.
yeah, but to have it exactly look, how does the mantis? So you're doing the.
It could have been like that brown one.
Yeah.
And then it'd be in different areas by different plants and sun, water, its diet.
But it also, but no, this actually look. It's not just like the normal octopus that can change its tones, its little pigments to mimic what's underneath it, which in itself that's pretty good evidence for creation. But this guy, come on, the whole
It's
body.
just creation with a creator behind it, not through natural processes. There's a mind behind all of this.
I mean, that to me, that's
there's a praying mantis mind.
Simplest explanation. But check out some more of these facts about praying mantis. They're totally cool.
structure of the orchid mantis mimics parts of the orchid flower. Number 17. The Chinese mantis has a distinct brown slender body.
Fast forward.
This species is known to reside in China,
What's that?
Japan,
Just
Korea,
fast
and
forward.
Thailand. They usually stay in habitats with the ideal temperature of around. Number 18. The Carolina mantis is the gardener's best friend. This state insect of South Carolina mainly feeds on pests that damage flowers and crops. Still, the Carolina mantis primarily resides in North America and often swarms around. The European mantis is regarded as the archetype of a mantis. While its main color
Common,
is light
the
green,
common
it also
mantis.
has a little variation in colors.
And this one I've seen
These mantises were first
Right.
imported from Europe to
pattern.
America in the 1600s to fight pests. What sets this species apart from the others is the distinctive pattern along its front legs.
You pause.
Number 20.
Yep.
Brown praying mantises.
If what they eat are bugs and leaves, then they would turn green. They would turn the color that they would turn the color if they eat it of their environment.
You would think that's the simplest, but again, you're talking about the information in the genetic code that has to switch around. And then again, this insect has eggs, then it goes to a nymph, and then it goes to the baby, and then the babies have to molt because it's a hard shell. So they have to molt multiple times to get to the adulthood, and that's all got to be packed in to the genetic code.
Right.
The simplest explanation is that code was already written. Some adaptations can happen, some changes, little minute evolutions changes can happen,
But it's a
but
praying mantis.
to get it from a precursor to this, you're talking, and on every species, that whole tree, and it's always fun to look, and I haven't heard an evolutionist talk about it, but always the nodes are empty. You have the different creatures, whether in different types of insects or out on the ends and of the tree, but there's nothing. There's nothing on the nodes or in the inside of the branches of that evolutionary tree. They don't have them.
Ivan Netsov. Interesting name. Yep. I mean, regardless, there's genetic code in this, and there has to be a coder who makes that, and there's probably going to be.
You missed it. It has 5 eyes.
I thought it had more than that.
No, it has the compound eye, which is a compound eye, but then it has 3 or 4 more on its nose or around its face. So that dot on its face is an actual eye. Yeah, it's like, come on, guys, because then again, the evolution of the eye, you have to have all those nerves connected to the brain, connected to that, and these eyes, they can see both together, so that it's they can judge distance better. It's just so much coincidence, and I'm not a gambler. When you gamble too much, you lose. You don't
Yeah.
gain.
You know,
Um,
put it all on black.
yeah.
Mantises aren't always brown. Sometimes, the mantis needs to mimic other color tones to blend in with its surroundings. Number 21. Some praying mantises turned white. After each molt that nymphs go through before reaching adulthood, praying mantises turn pure white like an albino. Still, this phase of the white praying mantis only lasts briefly, soon darkening into green or brown. Number 22. Early civilizations believed that praying mantises had powers. The ancient people of Assyria, Egypt, and Greece associated mantises with mystic
That's
abilities.
crazy. That's a crazy
Number
thought.
23.
Robin, that's just like I get you want to smoke, sure. But how much did the creator smoke? I don't know how much did the creator. I couldn't tell you. I don't know the creator that well. I don't under. Yeah, I mean, if you really if you think that you understand the creator's imagination and mind, you're
That is the problem with, and we are limited, whether no matter, every human being, if you pretend like you're not limited in knowledge, in insight, in all that, it's like, ooh. So as humans, as believers in science, you go with the simplest explanation that will give the cause of whatever the phenomenon is. And in this case, and look at this guy.
Praying
you might
mantises
you might
inspire the
you might
martial
you might smoke your soul maybe.
Are
If
we
you,
having drama out here?
no, I'm just. That's it. That's all I gotta say.
No, um, because I'm on again. Sorry, everybody in the comments. I see a lot of comments, and I will try. I should go. Yeah, let me just.
I'm gonna dip out here soon. I'll finish the video or finish a couple more minutes.
Very good. Okay, I'll go through
Art style. Northern praying mantis kung fu bases its aggressive movements on the mantis. People believe that the praying mantis fist came from the Song dynasty or the Ming dynasty. Eventually, the southern praying mantis style was also developed. Number 24. Praying mantises only eat live prey. Being ambush predators, you wouldn't find a praying mantis snacking on old or scavenged corpses. Number 25. A praying mantis can slash at predators. While they can feed on frogs and lizards, these bigger animals can still overpower the mantis. Once it's caught, a praying mantis may lash out with its spines on its raptorial legs. Number 26. An ancient Chinese text contains the earliest description of a praying mantis. An ancient Chinese dictionary claimed that praying mantises represent fearlessness and bravery. Number 27. Praying mantises also bluff to scare away predators. Once threatened, a praying mantis may display behavior where they would flare their wings and outstretch their front legs.
Pause.
The goal is to intimidate predators enough to keep them from engaging.
Here we go.
Number 28.
It's like why don't the lizards get any credit for being dinosaurs? How does it go to birds?
Well, we have some
It
actually very.
don't make sense. Okay, and I have something that I want to show after this, some scripture. That'll be it.
There we go. Yeah, so keep going on this. Yeah, how they have their little trees going on, and we have some smart atheists. I mean, a smart evolutionists. They can.
Predators enough to keep them from engaging. Number 28. The praying mantis is most active during the day. Since they rely most on their vision,
You don't know that.
praying mantises are usually diurnal and hunt in daylight. However, they usually fly at night. Number 29. Praying mantises are attracted to artificial light. Especially in the nighttime, praying mantises would often fly towards street lamps or other light sources. Number 30. Praying mantises rarely stalk prey, though stalking is included in their hunting rituals. A praying mantis is more likely to stay still and wait. Usually, a mantis would only follow prey if they were especially hungry. The world of insects always has something interesting to discover, even though most people would stay away from them. Understanding their behavior can help us realize that they're just doing their own thing and trying their best to survive. If you enjoyed our video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more facts videos.
Oh, that's cool. Now I can deal with. I got Ivan out there.
Men doing at least 150 grand a year. If you're completely out of shape, let's drop the ego and get real for a moment.
Wait.
If you haven't been ripped in 10 years, understand that you might think you know what to do, but it's clearly not working. If you could have done it on your own, you would have had
that guy. Did that get rid of that?
Mhm.
Well, yeah. There we go. Uh-oh. Where'd you go? Lupin. Okay. Let me get that up there. Is that what you want, Lupin?
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And so, then I'll address Ivan, who, before you read that, Ivan said that,
It doesn't even bother. I wasn't even paying attention. Sometimes some people are so ignorant. I don't even look at it. Half of these people are sock puppets anyway.
well, and when you make an argument, a fallacious argument, it shows you don't have an argument.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of giving us how mutations could have caused these things, because chance isn't going to do that. Chance is not going to make enough mutations to turn a green or brown praying mantis into one that looks like an orchid flower. Sorry, guys, and that's just one example of hundreds, if not thousands, in the animal world. Go ahead, Lubin, it's yours.
This is Matthew 10:28. And do not fear those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul, but rather fear him who is able to destroy both the soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a copper coin, and not one of them falls to the ground apart from your Father's will? But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Do not fear, therefore, you are of more value than many sparrows. So yeah, do not fear those that will kill the body, but the one who can destroy the soul.
No, exactly, and again another one, and then that's why we're not to fear other people, but a lot of times I know myself I should fear God a lot more. Just the fact, and again, we have a bunch of phenomenon for us to look at. Sorry about that, Ivan. That is science, is gaining information and then making the easiest explanations for the data we have. Right, Ivan? Are we right there? And for you to say that this praying mantis that looks like an orchid flower came by chance mutations worked on by natural selection, I don't think I could have enough drugs, alcohol, whatever to believe that. Um, you guys, come on now. And that's one little example. You look at the octopus that can, how does it know what beneath it looks like to mimic it's surviving, so it can look like a coral reef, and you got the ones that can look like other creatures. They have the one that looks like the venomous snake, water snake. How do you? And they're like, well, they do that, so then other creatures will know to stay away from them. How does the octopus know that that certain creatures will scare away fish, and then even a bigger question: how the heck?
They don't let the Jew on the skidoo.
How the heck does it able to transform into that creature? What is this, Lupin? Is he gone? Lupin, where'd you go? Well, that was nice to see you, Lupin. Is he gone? Am I gone? He's not. What? Where are we? Hello. Sorry about this, people. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's me. Both are me. Guess Lupin bowed out. Does Claude, are you still around? You can come back in. It is an open, or anybody else, it is an open panel today. And even though you guys want to marginalize people in the community, it's a big tent here. Just don't be rude. Well, no, Claude's always rude, and I'm always rude, so don't be vulgar. Okay. Let me, in case anybody else wants to, that's not going to help. I'm trying to invite, give you the link. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. I could listen to. Let's do beavers again. They were an awesome creature. Come on now. Oh, we got something new. We have. Let's see. Who do we have? Myrian, welcome. That was Claude. He ran. Aw, likes my waddling. So that I would imagine it's somebody supernatural because I don't think I've showed myself walking. Okay. So like so many of the people in this community, they not only read minds, they can also bring forth how people look. That's amazing. Myran, you have a supernatural ability there. I don't even know what I'm doing most of the time. Maud, get on here. I had so much fun with your show. We got to get together, Maud, and do a what do you call that when you have the video running and play-by-play analysis? Since I didn't have any say in that one show, and it was all about me. But you should have that should have been Maud destroying atheists, though. That was hilarious. Well, you got like 5. I think you had 5 atheists, and you squashed them. That's would be a warning right here for just societal. Don't marginalize people. Maud has you've given her the stereotype of the dumb blonde, the airhead, and she smashed you guys. It was so much fun. And then especially to see people, they're like, "Oh, yes, we're humanists. We have the dignity of everybody." And they shut you up, Maud. You try to say a point, and then they just go and just jump in to start babbling. And it's like, yeah, and that was on a show that they said, "We can be dignified. We're not babblers." It was just hilarious. I just had so much fun with that. Oh no, I'm sorry, Maud. I'm a hater. I'm full of hate. That's why. What else was I? I can't remember everything I am. I just think I'm having fun. Who comforts Robin? I'm way back. Sorry. It's like, Maud, you should be in here to do this. Did he leave? Did Claude leave? Well, I mean, he left, but am I that far back? I know the beaver was totally awesome. And anytime, do you know what my problem is? I can't keep my mouth shut because people will add things and I'll go, yeah, that sounds about right. And then it turns out, anyway. And this guy just, what happened? All my comments disappeared. I don't like this thing. I'm going to go back over to, does everybody see the link? Doesn't anybody want to come in and play? Okay, I'm in the YouTube because that I can control the comments better. I hope it's not working. Maud, get in here and do comments. Okay, I'm trying to scroll. It's not scrolling. Oh, there it is. Is that it? No, that's scrolling the whole thing. Oh, Robin said it wasn't a code. Well, the DNA, the project, it showed that like a code, we can read it, we can know, we can decipher. So in that thing, there is specific information in the DNA that they can identify where certain genetic diseases are because that part of the string of DNA is giving the specific information, not like our little praying mantis. Oh, well, it has information. We can look at it. It's like it's got a head, it's got a body. That's information, but that's not specified complex information. Like, how is the genetic information inside every cell able to create a creature that goes through many different stages in life? So let's see. Missing Maud. Robin probably left. The atheist derailed the show. It was just Claude, and actually, when Lupin came in, and actually, Missing Maud, wasn't I accused of not even knowing Lupin? That was so funny. I mean, that's why we got to go over that show. There was so much humor in there. Maud, your show that had my name in it, and one of the major points, and that's why I'm so glad I didn't know you were having it at that time, because then I get to look over it, and without me there, they got flustered because you were like a bowling ball with a couple little wooden pinheads, and you were just laying them out left and right. It was so funny because one of the best things I saw, Maud, besides defending yourself, defending the Holy Spirit, testifying, and that's what we have. It's like they've got to call you mindless airhead because are you still get in here, Maud? You're mad at me? I know you're mad at me. I was having fun. But you stood up for the gospel. You stood up for the Holy Spirit that you confess is living inside of you. And, they may, oh man, that was a big blooper on their part, was attacking me for my Christianity because they don't understand that, Maud. And I don't know. I feel so sorry for them because if they attack somebody else on the belief in the Holy Spirit, they're attacking you. And they're too, that's why I said it's, and I'm not going to say that word again because there is spiritual, and I won't say that because I say that to every atheist that they're spiritually without sight. But the darkness to be on your show and attacking me for my belief in God, as if, not as if, they just treat you like you're a nobody. And so anyway, Clay, where's Clay? Do I need to give the link again? Clay, get in here. I got a bone to pick with you. No, I don't, but I'm getting bored. Okay, and you are very spicy. How do I get in there again? Okay, I'll give the link. Oh, that's what happened. I will try to give the link. Uh-oh. I'm going to blow this somehow. So if I end this, sorry, people, I don't have my, oh, there it is. Must be that little arrow. I lost all my comments. There they are. So I couldn't post. So now I can post this. Come on. Come take on the meanie Christian guy who ain't taking crap the last few days and having fun doing it. Okay. Did you guys get the link out there? Clay, how's it going? Man, I got a rooster, man. He popped me good. And because he was up on a shelf, my face level. Thought he broke my jaw. He's going into chicken adobo. Wish you were here. Our wives could, if that's the right Clay. Is that my Clay with the Philippine wife? Okay, good. I don't know how to pin that link. Oh, I can't pin that link. So, Maud, now you can come in. Clay, come on in. How did Lupin get in? I must have pinned it one time. Maud, get out of here with your atheist. Is that Clay? Oh, that's funny. Get in here, Clay. Who else is here? Did everybody leave us? Man. Lupin cleared the room. Now I know what to do. Lupin, I got to get your private information. If I ever need to clear a room, I need to call you like the bat phone. Okay, and now I can't get to my comments. That is messed up. I'll have to go back to here. But I'm just having fun. And I hope you guys are having fun. About the praying mantis. That was awesome. Okay, I'm gonna have to skip. Dan, I swear, if you make one more comment. I didn't. You're the one making the comment about you know what? And I did actually in comments because what a vile person to accuse me of being whatever it was towards his fiance. And that's where I did. Maybe that's where you got mad, because I said, I did finally, when he made such a big deal of it, I went to the Facebook page, and seriously, she looks like Fiona to me from the Shrek movie. Sorry, I'm not attracted to either Shrek or Fiona. So it was just, I just, you know what? There's plenty of things to attack me for without trying to accuse me of. That was just crazy. And I wasn't on that subject, 'cause that was fun. Maud, can we do, what is that called? When you do that show where we show the video and we have a live thing. I'll make you laugh. I'll make you laugh. Okay. I didn't see it until right now. So rude. I'm sorry. Rude was when he said I was attracted to her. Sorry. And he was doing it to slur me. He was doing it to cut me down. And you did a very good job of defending me so often. But no, when somebody is doing a fallacious, false argument, trying to make me look bad, no, especially when it'd be something, Maud, you're cute. You're a beautiful woman. So that'd be like, okay, no, I think that, but I'm not going that direction because that's not a Christian thing to do. But come on, don't accuse me of having feelings for somebody when you don't know what I find. And like I did tell him, Maud, and I think you saw that he can, everybody finds somebody, I think, attracted. Not everybody is attracted to the same type of person. And I'm not saying that he can't be attracted to his fiance. I am not. So that was all I was saying with that. So if he hadn't accused me of whatever that word he used the big words, of course, because he was stuck in a library as a kid, hiding, I think, from bullies, whatever. I don't know. It's fun. Okay. Basically, you know what? You're pulling me into your drama. That's for your show, Maud. This is a positive show about. All right, now it's fun. I'm having fun. I had so much fun this week because I'm, really focused and a lot on my mind about getting the nursery going. I can't wait. I did some videos. Maud, you didn't fall for my one. I was driving around. It's a 3-acre property, so I'm driving around listening to the show, the re-show of that Sunday show, and the one that I made so many comments with, only because I was that way. I can remember at the time my commentary. And I said I was driving around. I didn't. I was driving around. I said I'm driving and texting. I was driving 5 miles an hour on a private property, or I was on my tractor driving. So it was fun. I did not compare her to Shrek. Fiona is the other one. What are they anyway? Anyway, white boys. At least this white. I don't know. I've seen some white boys, Robin, that couldn't jump. I'm not one of them. Okay. Am I so far behind? I seriously can't believe it. That would hurt her feelings so bad. Then Maud. See, and this is where, Maud, we can agree to disagree. If a little weasel brings her up and then accuses me of being attracted to her, I'm just being honest of what I think. And so, should I lie? Oh, yes, she's the most beautiful thing in my. No. If he didn't, he's the one that brings her up. He's the one that brought her up in public. So you're falling for it, Maud. Look at the dictionary. I showed him the dictionary. I know you and I have problems with words. He's lying to you about the word usage. So that's on you, Maud. If you and if you go to him and you said, Maud, that you had him translate because I say too much stuff. You went to Aiden seriously to tell him to ask him what I was saying? Maud, come on now. Maud. So no, he brought that up on your show. You let it go. That's on you and him. So I am not going to be attacked for something stupid like that and then not say anything in my defense. Okay, so where are you? You're not here. Yeah, you're there, but you're not on the show. Let me do the link again. Robin, come in so you can make something good out of this show. We'll talk about beavers. Okay. Is she wearing a little maid outfit, Claude? Oh, I'm way behind. Maud, are you just or Maud? Did you actually read my comments? I'm way behind. So if this sounds like I'm way behind, I really am. This is at the 42-minute mark, and where are we? I can't even see where it is. I know I'm farther than. Oh, it's right up there. I'm only on the 42-minute mark on your comments, and we're in 1 hour 36 minutes. So oh, I love it. Claude was talking about changing the bed, and I was doing the bed bugs. Maud, that's hilarious. Oh shoot, I could have just let it go because this was all that I was talking about. Never mind. That was funny. Anyway. Oh, so is that when Lupin first got here? I'm so behind. Sorry, Maud, it's all your fault. I blame you because you are so good at this. If you were here, factories have been polluting our water. Oh my gosh. Don't get me started in the Roundup. That's the main ingredient of Roundup that is in most watering water in the United States, probably the world. Defending sexual predators isn't the best look. I'm not defending any. Oh, okay, we're back at Trump. No, I'm not defending anybody. I want the ones, not a list, Robin. You know, there's lists out there that's going to have who his mechanic was. Who is this? No, I want the list of the perps. And we know that's not going to happen because it's the rich and famous. If it would have happened, it was in the possession of the FBI during the Biden administration for 4 years. Robin, Trump was getting elected by saying, I'll find it for you. Do you actually believe there's that list out there, Robin? That's my point. If I don't care who's on it, I want them prosecuted, but we've have zero. Everybody like, oh, it's Trump. No, if Trump's on it, boom. Now I am agreement. Not all these kangaroo courts. And Robin, you've got to see now that where these court cases, and it's coming out now too, in documents that they were trying to just get rid of Trump because neither the Republicans or the Democrats like him. I don't like him either. But anyway, that's a different story. So no, I want the list of the criminals, not just some list that we know. Robin, the FBI, and you know it, that Peter Strzok guy, they lied on the secret court filings to spy on the Trump administration. No, that was before the administration, on his candidate, on his people. No, so do you know what that guy got? He lied on a secret court application and said that and he was a low-level guy, that and he was a CIA informant, and then this FBI guy lied and said, "Oh no, he's not an FBI, he's not a government informant." That's how they got the court to let them spy on Trump. That guy got it. He had to retire, and then he sued. Peter Strzok sued the government, and he got $2 million, and now he's on one of the big. No, Robin, sorry. That is evidence that there's dirty people inside of the government way before Trump came about. There's evidence that, and so anyway, but if Trump had anything to do with the and I'm trying to pick my words right, and only because they said we can get in trouble. Oh, right here. Defending a sexual predator. No, I want them all locked up. And in 4 years, we've had none. We know that Mr. Prince dude from England was buddy buddies with Epstein. All they did is put him in a corner in England. Robin, if Trump is on that list, it would have been leaked. He would have been already again impeached. The impeachment would have started in from the Republicans, because the Republicans do not put up with that. But your buddies in the Democrat Party and the Republicans that had to support, to back them, they buried it. So you guys have a problem that Trump said he was going to unbury it and couldn't, or didn't want to. So that's kind of, I'm thinking the same thing. You're defending the sexual predators because you just want it to be about Trump, because that's what the media says. I've heard nobody that's attacking Trump for it, and I do the same thing. I attack him too, but I'm for everybody. You guys are just after Trump again. That is kind of a 1984 George Orwell thing, brainwashing by the government. Sorry. But that's it. That's political. We do not do politics here. That is my own opinions, not the opinions, because luckily Achilles is asleep, because of course, here on Proverbs Guys Ministries, we agree on the gospel. We do not agree on everything else. Dan, hey, I can put this up again. Sorry about that. Dan, we have talked about this. Mutations are not chance. They are... Oh, Robin, can you come in and explain that to me? Because I'm going to have to look up that word. Probabilistic. Man, I got to get a bigger screen. Probabilistic. So then they are directed. So they aren't... Okay, if it's not by chance, it's directed by something. And we know that there's no naturalistic mechanism that would do that. Not that I've seen. Maybe you've got it and you can come in and show, or you can give a link, because there, and to my knowledge, and this is where I can be educated, because again, I've studied this stuff since the 70s, and it's always changing. And so, yeah, I might be thinking of something I heard in the 70s, because science, even though you guys put it as, oh, you got to follow the science, following science is like the little pointer for a cat. No, there's no stability in the science, because science is just evidence. It is just knowledge. And so I do want probabilistic. I will look it up on my phone. But thank you, Robin. And that's why I love you around, because these are the type of things we can all learn. But it used to be chance, random chance mutations, and then now, and if it has changed to probabilistic, let's check that out. Actually, I can do it up here, and then I can put it on the stream, because of course, whoever that guy was, oh, Dan doesn't do science, dude. That is the most ignorant statement, coming from somebody who puts so much faith in science. And I can't remember what's your name. Oh, Ivan, you're welcome to come on and show me what where I'm getting it wrong, because science is just collecting information. Scientists then take that information and make statements out of it. And then how we know, and sorry guys, if science, see, you guys have to talk out of both sides, because science will say one thing, and then you guys are like, well, this is the science. We have to follow the science. But when you follow the science, it is like a little light pointer for a cat, because it is not. Oh, let me get the words right. It's not objective. It is subjective. So, what am I looking for? Problematic. Is that what you said? Oh, and you probably just can't get on. You get to hear my phonics, which of course doesn't always go with the dictionary. Problematic. Okay. Oh gosh. How does it do that? It totally changes. People, this thing doesn't like me because I did not put that word in there, whatever that word was. Probabilistic. Took the IC away. Okay. In science. In biology. Let's say in biology. Biology. Enter. Okay. So, these are the results. And again, this is just this computer. If it gets it wrong, it's not me. This is out of the spur of the moment, thanks to Robin. And Robin, if I screw this up, I'll still love you. Okay. In biology, probabilistic refers to the inherent uncertainty and randomness observed in many biological systems and processes. That doesn't sound like it's helping your cause. But I mean, again, this is me reading it. So this means that outcomes are not always predictable with certainty. Did I put in the right word? That doesn't sound like it's helping your case. And probabilities are used to determine the likelihood of different events. Okay, here's what it is. Occurring. This probabilistic nature is crucial for understanding phenomenon like that word. Like, hey, why don't I share that? Then everybody can read it. Then you'll actually get the right words instead of my translation. Okay. So here we go. Probabilistic. Uh-oh, where'd it go? This thing drives me crazy because it takes it back to the other link, and then you think you've got it, and then I've got to do this. Okay. I hope you guys can see that. I cannot see that here. Okay, I'll have to go back. So this probabilistic nature is crucial for understanding phenomena like genetics, evolution, and even the behavior of individual cells. We'll go more distant. Okay, so this means that the outcomes are not always predictable with certainty, and probabilities are used. So it's still, Robin, it's not directed. So if it's not directed, and you're using, and I'll go farther on because this doesn't sound like it's helping you. It's still chance. They're just able to, and come on, so you can explain it probably better, or we can go. Tell me what it. Well, I'm so crazy right now and busy with this. Mendelian genetics, which governs inheritance, relies heavily on probability. For example, the probability of a specific elite combination, like those determining eye color in offspring, can be calculated using probability rules. Okay, so to me, and I'm not in the comments, Robin. So, and I'm probably way behind anyway. So, but this is interesting. Thank you, Robin. This is still saying they're just using mathematics to figure out the probability of a mutation, but they're still by chance. If it is not directed, it's chance. And correct me if I'm wrong. That's just, I reserve the right to be wrong. Robin, that's why you're here. Because you're actually the most rational person that's actually just trying to get things right. So many people say, "Oh, I just want truth," and then they go off on lies. And it's like, no. This is good stuff, Robin. For instance, when a pea plant, heterozygous. for seed shape is self-fertilized, the theoretical probability of an offspring having wrinkled seeds is 25% based on the rules of probability and genetics. Okay, so the problem with this, Robin, is then you're using probabilities when the creationist sees the probabilities that are done by every science, a mathematician, science, not debatable, that and this was what was the guy? Can't remember the one. I don't want to get him wrong because that's what I do when I talk too much. So a very smart evolutionist said that and I'm going to say great expansion, because you guys always say Big Bang, but that's kind of a stupid language. Oh, well, we always said it, so we know that when the great expansion happened, if it had a greater force, am I using the right word? But if it expanded faster just by a minute amount, mathematically, things wouldn't have stayed together. If the force was minute amount less, things wouldn't have formed into the galaxy. So when we say that, it's like, well, but it's here, so obviously it's here, and no, so you can't argue both ways like that. Now on this, I'm saying the probability for something like the universe, like the sweet spot for life, like so many things that it takes, gravity, the magnetic force around the earth. I mean, a list of things that wouldn't happen. If it didn't happen, we wouldn't have life. No chance of abiogenesis. Not that there is now. And that, but it's probabilities. So this is just saying, though, out of like this. So I'll keep on going. Maybe there's something else I'm missing. But again, you know what? It's almost 2 hours. Robin, this will be a great show because I'm just going to read this, and I might even miss because there's example 4. And there might be an example 7 that this thing's not showing me. So this is why so many times, we come out ignorant in what we say because we're not having all. It's like saying, "Oh, there's absolutely no God." Luckily, for honesty, atheists now saying, have changed that in old times, and it may not changed, but they're getting away from the thing that I know there's no God, because that's not a rational argument. But to say is like I don't see the evidence for God, total rational. So Robin, maybe next week on that. I would love to hear it. Well, we've talked about it, but I've never actually studied into it because, it just seems like mathematical probability, but it does. And what you can answer for me, Robin, later is, so does that probability force the eye color? Or is it just the probability, like that said, is that, 25% of something out will turn out a certain eye color? That's not specific mutations. That's genetics to me of stuff that's already in the genetic, whatever you want to call it. I mean, some scientists do call it a code, call it specific. Let's see. Yeah, we're close to 2 hours. We'll stop at 2. But this has been a fun, and this is why Robin, hopefully, and I know sometimes you just can't get on the show because this one is kind of a weird. I guess I don't know too many of these streaming things. Ivan said, let's see what Ivan said before I close it out. I'll try to get as many comments. I think, is Maud mad at me? And did she leave? With Dan and this is way back. Oh, this is at an hour. Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago. Let me try to get farther along. Help me. Hey, that's no wonder I'm going the wrong direction. This thing is okay. I'm the retarded one, but this one is just. Let me try to get down here to at least towards the end. You guys can tell I'm about an hour behind on comments because I don't know what's with this thing. One thing I do not like about this Eve Max is that it's very hard for me. I don't know, maybe someone else can do it. Is to get the comments They're not moving. Help me. So I'm back at about 9 minutes ago. Maybe everybody's gone already. I did get it. Okay. And this is what you get when you have a retarded guy. Yes, I am. Oh, bye, Big Bad Mama. That was 13 minutes ago. So I went all the way. You freaks need to leave people's families alone. I don't care what he says about you. Why would you attack his again, Mod will agree to disagree. Am I way back there? I'm sorry guys, I can't I can't scroll on these comments very well. And then I don't even know what that thing is. Okay. We're at 2 hours and this thing is not working for me. Thank you, everybody. It has been fun. Mod, it's your own fault since you didn't come on to help me out. Of course you love BBM. The guy does nothing but treat you like you're a nobody. Okay. How about being an adult and say nothing? How about that? Mod, you're talking to a guy. I mean, act like an adult. I don't even resemble that. Okay. Is anybody still here? Mod, are you still here? I'll give you one more attempt to come and smack me up before we go. And then because I'm not having a good time with this comment thingy. There we go. And Mod, you can see why I drive Gemma crazy. I don't play by others' rules. And I'm not attacking. Oh my gosh. You're falling for his babble. Mod, you like little boys. You like 12-year-old boys, Mod. Now, are you going to let that go? I hope not, because that was just a scenario showing sometimes you got to say stuff. Sometimes you got to defend what is right and truth. And we can agree to disagree. Alrighty, there's 2 hours. That's been fun. And I blame you, Mod. You came in. Oh, Ivan, where did he come from? Are you gone, Ivan? Is anybody still here? I will look one more time. Is any comments? Yep, so Big Bad Mama's gone. God bless your night. Missing Mod, you're still here. I told Aiden to go after your wife. You open the... I don't care and she doesn't care. Oh my goodness. And Mod, he lied to you and you fall for it. The whole, whatever that is, mail order bride, that's a slur on the woman. I mean, it's like saying, oh, yeah. I mean, because it makes mail order bride, what I found out, because I used to tease about it. I don't tease about it anymore. I saw the comment. Well, yeah, I did a lot of comments. I say what I think. And I was doing minute by minute, as you saw, commentary on a hit piece on your channel. And you did very good, as you could, to defend their lies and their deceit. So, say another mean thing about her, and I'm not saying anymore. Am I that far behind? I'm just reading your comments. Maud, you're trying to push. Okay, no. And we were talking about my wife. Plus, he's had no problem with attacking anybody. And here, okay, Maud. So here, my evidence. I don't even have Lupin's information, right? Lupin comes onto the show. Does that sound like somebody I don't know? I've known him as long, if not longer, by a couple days, than Aiden. And Aiden, did you hear Aiden? And so I won't bring up, but you fell for a lie, Maud. That's not on me. You can do a show where I will go through that video from Sunday. I won't, well, kind of hard not to use her name because he's the one that brought her up. So, I guess we can't do it on your show. I'll have to do a live stream on my own, because Maud, that was disgusting. The only good thing about that show was you, because you got them so riled up. It was so much fun, and then you had 5 of them. That show should not have been my name in it. That show should have been about Maud destroying the atheists. You had 5 of them in there, and you took them all on so well. I don't see how that, people say evidence for the Holy Spirit. I see that as the Holy Spirit inside you. Lupin is a dude online. Has changed 1K times since I met him. Well, that doesn't, no, the argument, Maud, and this is the problem, is that the narrative, Aiden said that I used him as an excuse to attack somebody else. No. I consider Lupin just as big a friend as you. He's kind of out there. I find him a better friend than the atheist because at least he confesses Christianity. So he's my brother and your brother with that. But the argument was that I used Lupin to try to get Aiden to be a nice human being. He is real nice to you. Lucky. Maud, I totally forgot about how much of a jerk he is to you. Okay, yes. I have seen some of those shows. But again, I let anybody on. He and Claude got into it, but that was mainly Claude. And maybe because he remembers how he, whatever, it doesn't matter. My show is not going to have the drama from everybody else. It's all good. It's never bothered me. I'm just throwing it out there. No, and that's the thing, is like, so, and that's the thing. Lupin, who can be a total jerk like all of us can, he goes a little more extreme. But unless you're saying he's a false Christian, he's still your brother that's a jerk. Okay, I'm almost finishing up. Me, confessing Christian. I'm still your brother in the Lord, even though I'm a jerk. You're my sister, even though sometimes, and you admit you can be a jerk sometimes. Aiden is a child, and to quote Jesus Christ, those who don't confess Jesus Christ are the children of the devil. Missing Big Bad Mama. Go down the list. You have your way of trying to love them in the kingdom. I have a way of punching them into the kingdom. Just different tactics. That would have worked better with me. Yours obviously would have worked better with you. There's not just one right way to do it. But do you want to do well, okay, Maud, she did come on the show one time, so she is now part of the community. She did come on to a show and talk to me. I will not accuse her of being a lady. You know, well, she just came in and started cussing me out. To me, that's not a lady. Even you can use no, it doesn't make it right, but that makes her, in my definition, not a lady. Now you can be scrapping, you can talk like somebody that what did Big Bad Mama said? You're out of the suburbs. Yeah, but you have construction stuff too. If I never met you before, you just came in because Aiden said he didn't tell her anything. And if you read the comments, I did give him the benefit of the doubt because he said he didn't tell her about me or the situation. And then he said, well, yeah, she's something about the situation. So he seemed to say two different things. I'm giving him the opportunity that, he misspoke or, I'm not going to say, he lied, because that's so juvenile. That is preschool. He had to have told her about you. Come on. Well, yeah, that means, so you're saying Aiden lied because in that he said he didn't tell him about me. Well, and that's the thing, Maud. Fat shaming is the person who lets the person know. If I talk to you about somebody, and whether it's fat shaming, whether it's ageism, whatever it is, it's not that we talked about it, but if you let the person know so that they can have their feeling hurts, I could have never, what I said to Aiden would have never hurt her feelings because I would have never told her. Plus, what I did was not fat shaming. But anyway, I'm saying, okay, you're bringing it up. There, I just zipped my lip. Okay, again, I don't consider her a lady. So that's just semantics, I guess. I consider you a lady, a very smart lady. I don't consider, and she might, okay, I should ask, she might have just been having a bad night. But if you come in, and she's in the community now, she addressed me specifically. That means I didn't do anything. Did I? Okay, I'm done. Okay, Maud, so can we have a show where we go through that so then I get my time? Since now, when did Big Bad Mama decide to come on? So it did turn out, and then I thought Aiden was going to I thought Aiden, just you and me, I thought Aiden was just going to talk about the subject you don't want to talk about now. And he went on for what, wasn't it like an hour of let's throw all the trash? And this is what he does best. Yeah, so they didn't know they didn't know I didn't know it was going on, right? So if it was, see, and that's the thing, and I made the comments, Big Bad Mama was like a fight coach in the corner with a towel, you know, wiping off Aiden's sweat. Okay, guy, just stay calm, because that was so funny. Even with you, Maud, you just started saying facts. And then other time you just, even if, okay, let's say they're not facts. Just say it was your opinions, but it was frustrating. It was, because Aiden was on there. I can be calm, and then you started saying stuff. Yeah, it was wrong. I will agree. Yeah, I hold that not against you. And that's why I said it. Why I thought it was so funny is because you smacked them, and not even bad. You just said stuff, and they, oh my gosh. And like I said, that show, and you should do some shorts on it when you were with the 5 atheists. Oh, that was like you were like you were in a bee suit, just smacking the wasps, and they were trying their hardest to sting you. No, and that was fine, but that's why actually I'm so glad, because I didn't even do my own show. So obviously You know how much I love doing this. And for them, oh, Dan's checking. No, Dan didn't know it was on. And plus, again, I did read back. That was my fault. You did show a thing where he said he wanted to just talk about the one subject. Because I had my list. Did you show him the list of my stuff? I had like a list of like probably 5 or 8 things that I wanted to talk to him about. Did you show him that list? And I like yellow in case I keep babbling too much and Gemma kills me. Send yellow flowers. Actually, I won't care. So I gave you a list of things I want to talk about. No, okay. So he didn't lie on that one. Very good. But yeah, he only had one thing on his list he wanted to talk about. Oh, there's my battery. All right. God bless your night. This has been fun. As you can see with so many comments, anybody that sees this, and you probably won't, only list I've heard about was... All right, ma'am. God bless your night. And I was just actually the best thing I got out of your show with those guys was just seeing you allowing the Holy Spirit to come through. So many times, on so many other shows, you just like, to me, it seems like nervous laughing when they're so anti-Christ, when they attack Jesus. But that day, whatever, it seemed like you were being led by the Holy Spirit to know you are not going to talk about God that way. It's like, and you do very well about letting people badmouth you, and you're very good at that. I have been good at that, but as you can see now, it's like probably because I've been working like getting up at 5 a.m., waking up at 5 and getting home about now and going to sleep. But I'll have to show you the videos. The pray for the nonprofit. The nursery, it's really coming along well. So I'm going to be out of here. Thanks so much, Maud, for hanging out. I know if you could have come on the show, you would have, because I really respect your opinions. So you can be like, my little sister is like, just like my daughter's, our dad's an idiot. Of course, Gemma agrees with that. Anyway, what list are you talking about? Oh, I gave you a list in Messenger about what I wanted to talk about. Because I said I'll talk to him, even though everything I wanted to talk about I got out on my own, and that was the funniest thing because he wouldn't. He wouldn't shut me down every time. He wouldn't let me talk. Even Wildheart was like, "Let him talk. I want to hear what he says," even though he didn't. I think he thought I was going to tell lies, but at least he wanted to hear it. So then that's when I said, "I want to talk to you, Aiden. Let's get this out." But then I was like, "Why should I talk to him? He just babbles through me always." So I did it on my own show. So then I didn't have to do it. But then I did say, okay, if we do a list of stuff, so it's not like the gotcha, like Big Bad Mama sitting right there propping him up. I'm go, calm down, Aiden, stay on, all this garbage. That was funny. I gave you a list to give him of what I wanted to talk about. I told you to have him give a list, and his list was one thing. And so that's why it was God thing that I wasn't there, because then they went through an hour of stuff showing that he's not very honest, and he is trying to just make me look bad. Not because of me, but because I'm one of the foremost mouths on Jesus Christ, whether I'm right or wrong. But I'm the one, they don't like the talk, as you know, of Jesus Christ. Whether it's right or wrong, they still don't like it. And, and for them to shut down my talking about Jesus is a victory for them. Ain't going to happen. And especially when they do it through lies and deceit. And I've had it with that. And that's why we can do a show probably after the first. I think you both are taking it way too far. You shouldn't be. I'm not mad. This was fun. And that's the thing. That was his lie. I've never been mad. Why should I expect him to be that way. That's why my comments, I was in darkness. I think you were in darkness too. And how bad that was, and how rotten that felt. I expect the atheist to be in just that miserable part because life can be miserable. The only light I think you and I have is that of Jesus Christ, and that makes it fun. And you were right on. People cannot know the spiritual things. And thank you so much again for letting the Holy Spirit speak through you. He didn't lie down. I've literally been brushing it to you being mean to Brianna. Well, whatever it took. See, that was God then using that. All right, that was tongue in cheek, and you're not close enough to smack me anyway. So no, and I will respect you, even on my show. You keep trying to get me to say it. So God bless your night, because Gemma will literally smack me down because it is late. And we got another great day. Tomorrow we get to pick out plants. I'll have to take video so I can show you guys the cool plants. And Maud, we've been doing no, I'm not going there. But I'll have to show you. Gemma has been well, we both have. And then we have other friends have planted a lot of succulents. Tell her to come here and let me tell. Another day. Actually, we're going to be moving, and so I should be able to come on more because, we're trying to get out of here, and so this is the only place right now I got the internet. I want to tell her what you said about Brianna. She would agree with me. She actually is smart and knows English better than Aiden does. So when I explained to her the situation, she doesn't want. Yes, Gemma is smarter than Aiden. I'm sorry. What? You don't think Gemma is smarter than Aiden? She's got a doctorate. Sorry. Aiden's not that smart. Smarter than me, but that's not saying much. Anyway, where are we? Oh, I'll be able to come on more, and we'll go through just you and me and that video. I'm saying don't say another word about anyone but what? I'm saying don't say another word about anyone but Aiden. That's all I was saying. No, I was saying my wife. Can't I say my wife? My wife is smarter than Aiden. That's what I was saying. All right, I'm getting out of here because Gemma's going to kill me because she's so sweet. She puts up because she can't go to bed until I shut up. All right. Love you guys. Even Aiden. And we're going to end this thing. I'm going to try to get. Where's that music thing? Is that it? I'm sorry. And Maud, you really got to come on so you can. Or somebody to do my. That's not it. To do the. Do the comments, man. That was such a great comment show. And I messed up. All right. Goodbye, everybody.